Most men think confidence comes first, and that's why they never become confident. Let me explain. Ask almost any man why he hasn't approached the woman he likes, why he hasn't started a business he was thinking about, why he hasn't gone to the gym, why he hasn't left the toxic relationship he is in. And you hear the same answer: I'm just not confident enough. And this sounds reasonable. It's also completely wrong, because confidence isn't the price you pay before taking action. Confidence is the receipt you get after taking action. Listen to that again. Everything changes when you understand this. Imagine a man who has never lifted a weight in his life. Would you expect him to walk into a gym feeling confident? Of course not. Or a man who's never spoken in front of a crowd. Would you expect him to feel comfortable addressing 1,000 people? No. So why do men expect to feel confident before doing something they've never done before? It makes no sense to me. Yet millions of men are waiting to feel ready, waiting to stop being nervous, waiting until fear disappears. And while they're waiting, life keeps moving and slips from your hands. Here's the truth: fear isn't the obstacle, fear is the invitation. Every meaningful chapter of your life starts with discomfort. And remember that. The first workout, the first business, the first date, the first kiss, the first conversation after a breakup, the first time you tell someone no. You don't become confident by avoiding these moments. You become confident because of them. This is where I think modern self-help gets men into trouble. It tells you to believe in yourself. I disagree. Don't believe in yourself. Build proof. Because belief without evidence disappears in the moment, especially when the life gets difficult. Evidence doesn't. Evidence says I've survived hard things before. Evidence says I've kept promises to myself. Evidence says I've done things that scared the shit out of me. And that's where confidence lives. Not in affirmations, in action. Let me give you an example. Imagine two men. The first watches every dating video on YouTube. He knows all the psychology, all the ins and outs. He knows what to text messages to send. He knows when to wait. He knows when to call. But he's terrified of speaking to women. The second man instead knows almost nothing. But every week he introduces himself to someone new. Who becomes more confident after 6 months, you think? Not the man with more information, the man with more repetition, the man with more experience, because confidence doesn't care how much you know. It only cares how much you've done. The same applies to business. I meet people who have read 20 books on entrepreneurship. They know marketing, sales, negotiation, pricing, but they never sold a single product. Meanwhile, another person starts with almost no knowledge, makes mistakes, learns, adjusts, fails, tries again and again. Within a year, who's further ahead, you think? Action always beats preparation that never ends. It's like procrastinating. Now let's bring this back to relationships. One of the biggest mistakes men make after a breakup is believing they've lost all their confidence. No, they've lost their source of validation, and I might agree on that. Those aren't the same thing. If your confidence disappeared because one person walked away, it wasn't confidence. It never was. It was dependency. Real confidence survives rejections, survives failure, survives criticism, because it wasn't built by another person. It was built by you, within you. This is why I keep saying, become the man. Don't become the boyfriend. Don't become the husband. Don't become the guy every woman wants. Become the man. Those things become possibilities after that, not before. Here's a framework I want you to remember. Actions create evidence. Evidence creates confidence. And confidence creates opportunities. Most men try to skip the first two steps. They want opportunities before they've earned confidence. And they want confidence before they've earned evidence. Life doesn't work like that. Let me ask you something. What's one thing you've been postponing for months, maybe years? Be honest, because every day you delay it, you reinforce a dangerous belief. I don't do difficult things. And eventually, that becomes your identity, which is a weakness. Not because it's true, but because you've repeated it for so long and long enough to believe it. Identity isn't something you find. Identity is something you build. Brick by brick by brick. Decision by decision. Habit by habit. Every difficult conversation. Every early morning. Every workout. Every book you finish. Every promise you keep. You're casting a vote for the kind of man you become. And here's the daily challenge. Do one thing today that makes you comfortable. Not tomorrow, today. Speak to the person. Make the phone call. Apply for the job. Walk into the gym. Start the business. Delete the number you've been holding on to. Take one action for your future self and it will thank you. Because once you do, you will realize something. The fear wasn't protecting you. It was imprisoning you. Comment below with one uncomfortable action you're taking today. I want to know it. Not to impress anyone, to make a promise to yourself. And then keep it. Keep it. Remember this. You don't become a different man overnight. It's a work in progress. You become a different man by refusing to negotiate with your excuses. One decision at a time. One action at a time. One day at a time. And that's how you become the man. That's how you grow. And if you want to understand why chasing women is the fastest way to lose attraction, watch yesterday's videos. Stop trying to be attractive. He explained why purpose beats validation every single time. It's right here on the screen. Ciao for now, and please believe in yourself because I believe in you.